Alright, so this is take 1,000 because I filmed this like 5 times already, but I do want to say that before this video begins, because honestly I did so many takes on trying to make it sound good, I didn't want it to come out aggressive, but I will say that I think the take that I am going to be using is the one that's the most aggressive. So before this video starts, I do want to say and clarify that my intentions were never to create this video from the beginning. I actually stayed away from filming something like this for about 2 years, almost 2 years, and I'm not intending to hurt anybody. My entire point on doing this is to finally speak on my truth, finally talk about my side of the story that I've always shut down, and even then I still didn't even talk about it to the fullest. So this is just a little opening and perspective to what I went through with what you guys have always been wondering about in regards to my breakup, and I hope it came into something. So enjoy. I don't know. So to start off, if you guys know, if you guys been up to date with my social media, you will know that a video was uploaded, I believe like 2 days ago. Actually, when I upload this, it's probably gonna be like a couple more days from what I said. But pretty much a video was uploaded by my ex-boyfriend, Anthony. And most of you guys know who he is because I started off YouTube with him originally, and then I branched out to my own channel when we broke up. So in this video, it was a reading hate comments video, which was right here. I will put it right here. And in that video, when I got it sent to me by a subscriber, I really didn't think much of it, but she did send me a full like what is it called, like a screen recording of something they said about me. So I was like, okay, they were talking about me, let me go look at the video. When I go to the video, I'm watching it, whatever, the beginning is like not anything to do with me, and then it starts hitting my name. So it hits my name, and I genuinely didn't know how to react, just because if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. Anthony, if you're watching this, I know you probably don't give a shit because you've mentioned it so many times that you're happy with your queen. But I'm so over my ex relationship. I've moved on. It's been 2 years, and through those 2 years, I'm obviously still single. I've been working on myself, and I'm still working on myself till this day. I want to keep getting better and just improving who I am. So I'm good. I'm straight. Seeing these types of things just make me laugh. So I kind of watched it for entertainment in a way. So I was watching it, whatever, but as I proceeded to watch it, I did start noticing that some of the things they were saying were just so unnecessary, or just in a way that I found disrespectful. And especially as somebody who was with that person for almost 3 years, it was kind of like a slap in the face in a way. And I'll put some examples of what they were saying directly from their video, actually, so you guys know what I'm saying. So here's a few.
If I'll be honest, no, I'm not gonna say anything about my past people.
Maybe she lurks.
Maybe she lurks on my shit.
He's actually happy.
How do you move on that fast, bruh?
So at least he cheated.
I've been cheating on her for like 2 months.
Yeah.
With this beautiful queen.
So, as you guys can see, as anybody would probably find offense to that, not even offense, it's just like disrespect. It was just pure disrespect. I really didn't like the fact that Cielo, I will say your name, I really don't give a shit. I have nothing to lose. So, Cielo, the fact that you said he's happy now, oh my gosh. You guys, that relationship, I started dating him when I was like 15 until I was 18. And those 3 years, almost 3 years, I was young. I was a kid. I'm sure the ideas of who they think I am are so different of who I am now, and that's not my problem. That's not my fault. And I'm not gonna apologize for that. The ideas that you have of me in your head, Cielo, or whatever he says to you, they're probably wrong, or he probably exaggerates to the fullest because you're his girlfriend now. Obviously, he's not gonna talk good about me. I'm his ex-girlfriend. And throughout my relationship with Anthony, if we want to touch on that too, because I've never really touched on it, it was interesting. It was an interesting relationship. I will say it was definitely my first heartbreak because I fell hard, and the fact that he mentioned that he's finally getting treated right, I should be saying the same thing when I finally find a boyfriend, because some of the things that I was put through in that relationship was total bullshit and total things that I shouldn't have put up with. For example, when we first started dating, here we go. I'm sorry if you get offended by me bringing this up, but it is stuff that I went through that you put me through, because I'm sure you're watching this video, and if you're not, then to the viewers, you're gonna know the insight of maybe why I'm still single, because relationships are a whole other thing for me now at this point in my life. So when we first started dating, he was very controlling with what I would wear, and he can't lie about that. You literally cannot lie about that, because you made me delete some posts from my Instagram. You told me that wearing lipstick was gonna get attention for guys for a sexual manner. Just all this dumb shit. Honestly, I could seriously name so much more. But all those things that he put me through, I don't even see him in a negative light still, because we were kids. Like, I always say that to people. Like, whenever they ask me about my last relationship, when I start talking to somebody new and they wonder like why my last relationship ended, I always say like, it just was what teenage love was. At first, it's really sweet and it's really exciting. You go through the honeymoon stage, you're experiencing all these first things together. And then obviously throughout time, you grow apart and you're still young. You're still learning how to figure yourself out. So of course you fall out of love. Now, I'm not gonna say he was the only negative person in this relationship either. Of course, I had my trial and errors too. I was never jealous when we were first dating, actually. And as we progressed in the relationship, I did start getting jealous, and I was kind of on top of it when it came to him talking to girls. With the person that I've always been, I've never been the jealous type. I really am the type of person where if you're gonna cheat on me, do it. Like, do it, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be the one losing something way more valuable than what you're gonna receive, you know? I remember he would always tell me that, why I'm not jealous. Like, and I think after like seeing other people's relationships, you kind of want to have this like partner who obviously gets a little bit like territorial, I guess you can say, over you. So I could see his point now, like back in the day when he would ask me like, why aren't you jealous? Like, why don't you like kind of, I don't know, I think you guys know what I'm saying, you know? So that's when I started kind of pretending to be jealous, and then it actually did turn into real jealousy because I started playing a role and the role became reality. Our relationship, like I said, wasn't always the best, but it wasn't always the worst. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when we were first dating, the first year was probably the best year of our relationship. Let me take a sip of my drink. By the way, if you're interested in what I'm drinking, it is the dragon drink. Definitely recommend. Okay, I took a little breather. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, so yeah, like I mentioned in the beginning, he was a bit controlling, and the jealousy did start beginning from me because he told me that I wasn't jealous, and it's fine, you know. Looking back, I laugh at these things because I've grown so much and I know what I want in my next relationship, and it's definitely not what I had, you know. Not saying that what I had with him was horrible, because it wasn't. I was deeply in love with Anthony, I'm not gonna lie. He was my first love. He was my first actual boyfriend. There was a lot of firsts in that relationship that obviously meant a lot, and I don't know what to say. It sucks. It really does suck when I see these types of videos or things that he posts. For example, this, like, that I only get views when I mention him. And I want to clarify that real quick, because if we want to check out your channel, the video that you just made, the hate comments video, is one of your top 3 most viewed video, and I'm brought up. So we want to talk about why we're bringing up people for views. You should question yourself, because I never talk about you. I think it's kind of rude. I could be making a whole bunch of shit about you on YouTube, a whole bunch of story times on our entire relationship, but like I said a billion times, it's unnecessary to me, and it's not something that I like to bring up, because I don't like to bring other people down with me. And I say with me because when I make those videos, it doesn't put me in a good spotlight, and it just represents me in a way that I don't like to be seen. And this video is actually one that I hesitated on filming just because my intentions are not to hurt anybody, and it's not to hurt their relationship. I could give a less about their relationship, to be honest. And oh my god, I get so angry a little bit when I talk about Cielo, and that's because okay, let's just bring it up. Okay, let's bring it up. Okay, we're gonna talk about this, we're gonna talk about it. So towards the end of it, it was our senior year of high school, and we were actually separated for the first time in high school. We would always be in the same class. It was kind of weird that we would always be put in the same class, but senior year we were put in different classes, and in his class, Cielo was in it. Cielo was in that class, and like I mentioned, I did kind of become the jealous girlfriend in a way, but at the same time, I didn't like him being jealous with me, so I started controlling my jealousy, if that makes sense. Like, I was like, you know what? Maybe if I start acting chill with him, he'll start acting chill with me, because I did stop talking to a lot of my friends in high school because of him. Like, a lot of my friends. Like, I actually kind of had no friends towards the end of high school because he either didn't approve of them, he didn't like them, he thought they were bad influences, just so much bullshit that I had to stop talking to my friends, which later on they were fake ass people because they actually started talking to him when he broke up with me. But that's not the point. That's a whole other story time. Going back to one more thing. One thing that really bothered me as well, that when I watched this video, is when he was talking about how he moved on after 5 months. Oh my gosh, so long. But when he said that after 5 months he started dating Cielo or whatever, and Cielo had said that he was hoeing around, I'm sure he wasn't, because that's not the type of actually, who knows? I don't even know who the type of person he is at this point. That really bugged me too, because in those 2.5 years of dating him, I was not allowed, and I'm gonna say allowed because he was very controlling. I was not allowed to go out. I was not allowed to go hang out with friends. I wasn't allowed to go party, which, I mean, we know what that means, you know? And then as soon as you break up with me for real, you go and do all the things you told me not to do. That also was a huge kind of mind because I was like put in a position where I couldn't do these things for so long. And then here goes the person who would always tell me not to do it, doing them himself. And I find it so hypocritical. Like I mentioned, Cielo and him were in the same class, and I did start noticing that they became friends. I don't know how long they were friends for. They started becoming close senior year. So as a girlfriend, I see that my boyfriend is starting to talk to a girl and they're good friends. So I was just like, okay, well, let's see who this girl is and maybe I can be her friend and that'll be chill, you know? And a couple red flags were popping up, but I never kind of let it get past the thought. Like I never really was like super aggressive on confronting Anthony about it. Like for example, Anthony and his friends, including Cielo, were planning on going to a Six Flags trip, and I never even knew about this until like towards the end of their planning. I don't even think they ended up going, but pretty much they were planning this whole trip and I was not invited in it. I was not included in it. I was still his girlfriend. And wouldn't you think as a girlfriend you would be invited to your boyfriend's like things, especially if there's a woman there, a girl there? Like, it's just common sense, you know? And his excuse was that I don't like roller coasters, so it would just be a waste of time if I was there, which I get it, but at the same time, it's the thought that matters, you know? As long as you're honest with me and you're like, hey, we want to plan this thing, okay, but it wasn't like that, you know? It was kind of behind my back. So that was kind of like the first red flag. Second thing, I'm not gonna lie, Cielo, if you're watching this, I was talking shit about you with Anthony, and he's probably told you. I did not like you, and the reason why was because you started acting shady when I was around, honey. Like, every time we had like breaks in class, I would always hang out with Anthony, obviously, because I wanted to be with my boyfriend, and Cielo would sometimes be there. So as who I am, I like cracking jokes, and if I were to crack a joke about Anthony, I noticed that she would not laugh, but have a straight ass face, and just kind of like poker face. And I was just like, okay, like, damn, why you gotta be so serious, you know? Like, I'm literally laughing at my boyfriend, why aren't you? You know, it was just sus. It was so sus. And whenever I would bring it up to Anthony, like, hey, she's such a bitch, like, why do you hang out with her? Like, you know, he would really defend her. He would defend her to the core. So, honey, you got your knight in shining armor who would defend you. Congratulations. So he would defend her, and that was another kind of red flag. The other thing is that Anthony loves playing games. You guys already know that, obviously, when you guys would watch our channel back in the day. He started playing games with her. Like, they had like group chats with like other friends, but she was of course in the group chat, and they would all communicate on there. So just little things that are so suspicious. And bringing this up, I wanted to talk about it because going back to the video that they made a joke about Anthony cheating on me for 2 months. Now, Cielo, if you're proud, if you're really proud that he cheated on me with you, like, just be careful. I'm just gonna say that. Just be careful, because how you get them is how you lose them. And I'm not even gonna, like, I don't care. Honestly, I wish you guys the best. I'm not here sending you guys negative energy. But when you guys make little jokes like that, it's plain disrespectful. Like, it's point blank disrespectful, especially with all the shit that I went through after that breakup. It's f***ed up. Like, it's just f***ed up. And like I said, I'm so over the breakup. I'm very unbothered when people talk shit about me. I'm sure some of his followers are gonna be on here and talk shit about, Daniela, you're still fat. Like, somebody did that the other day. Come up with something new, you guys. Like, seriously, I got bullied for years. Like, can you guys come up with a better joke in regards to my appearance? Like, going for someone's appearance is so lame, first off. To continue on what I was saying, like, that breakup was really hard on me. Like, really hard on me. And it took a huge toll on me to the point where like I actually have this thing, and not many people know about it, but like when I experience something really bad in my life that's like really hurtful or traumatizing or whatever it is, I tend to forget it and just leave it in the past. I just buried it in my mind and then I just never bring it up. Like those feelings are completely dead. I was trying to like gather my thoughts before talking about what I was going through after the breakup, because I genuinely forgot a lot of the things that I went through, and it was really difficult for me to go back and be like, okay, what did I go through? It was just really hard because not only did the person who I thought I loved broke up with me, but my whole entire like schedule, life changed completely. With Anthony, he broke up with me and his life kind of continued. He still drove to school, he drove back home, and whatever. Like the only thing was that Daniela was absent. For me, when Anthony broke up with me, my whole schedule with school changed. I had to wake up so much more earlier. I had to leave school and get home super late now. And those adjustments make a huge difference in your life. I know when people are watching this, some people are gonna be like, Daniela, it sounds like you're a brat and you're just kind of, you're the like fresita, you know? And that's not how I'm intending to come out, but I want to tell you guys, like, my side of the breakup was something so different compared to Anthony's, like so different. And I got so much hate after that breakup too online. I would get messages on Instagram, I would get messages on Snapchat. I even started seeing some of his comments under his videos because obviously I still wanted to see his shit to see if I was like being talked about or not. And people would comment shit like, well, you deserve better, you're fine, like she's ugly, she's fat. So that didn't hurt me that much, but it was kind of like a little like, damn, like why are people attacking me for no reason on top of me going through a breakup that I didn't even intend on going through, you know? So in addition to like all the whole transition of changing my route to school, waking up, all that stuff, I did have to work with him for a whole month with my sister. My sister could literally tell you about it. That was so awkward for me because through that period of time, I still had some hope that we would get back together, and he would do little things like put our fucking song on when I was working and just like get next to me and dumb shit like that that is so emotionally like, it's so rude. And looking back, I'm just like, damn dude, some of the things that I went through, it's crazy that like I never really said anything about, and it's just because that's just the person that I am. I'm really not the type of person to like to bash on people. I don't like to talk shit. Alright, so my whole point of this, pretty much, I really did not intend on talking shit about Anthony or talking shit about our past relationship, but I do feel like if he is still allowed and is still able to bring me up, then I should still have the privilege to bring him up and not get shit told because of it. Because if we really bring it down to the facts, I've never really touched on our breakup on YouTube. You can look through my videos and there's no video of me talking about a breakup. And I hope I'm getting my point across on pretty much just saying that I went through a lot of shit. That's what my point is in this video. I went through a lot of shit. I never touched on it. I could have spoken about it way earlier. There's a lot of stuff that I'm leaving out of this video, and it's because I don't want you guys to perceive people in the wrong way. And it's not like there's so much shit behind closed doors. It's just not relevant, you know what I mean? So it's old news. Cielo, if you want me out of your life, dude, stop talking about me. Why are you posting shit on your Instagram story saying if Daniela was so unbothered by it, she wouldn't be posting on her story that you guys are talking shit? Same with Anthony. Same with you, Anthony. I know you're watching this. If you guys are probably watching it together, hey guys, what's up? I remember when you guys were friends when I was dating you, so I know who Cielo is clearly. Like, I just hope that this brings a lot of closure for all three of us, because honestly, I don't need closure. I've been through that bullshit of wanting closure for so long with Anthony and really wanting to like have a conversation with him. And after seeing that video, I think we all saw his true colors, especially me, who was actually dating the dude. And it's funny to see that the person who once said that wanted to marry me and have kids with me is also the one that says so much bullshit in a video, especially talking shit about my appearance low-key, talking shit about how our relationship was by saying I didn't make him happy, and also making an accusation that he cheated on me that wasn't supposedly true. But actually, who knows at this point, because honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if it was true, to be honest, especially with how excited and proud his girlfriend seemed by saying that statement. So I will say this, I will kind of end on this note. When I have a boyfriend, I would never dare to put him in a position to read comments out loud that are so disrespectful to not only my ex relationship, but to my current significant other. Because the things that they were saying not only were disrespectful about me in a sense, but also, Cielo, honey, come on, have some respect for yourself. Why would you want to read these comments out loud that are so rude? And I honestly felt bad for you at one point when you started receiving hate, because I know how it feels to be put in that position, especially with Anthony's YouTube channel, and it sucked. At first, I did feel really bad for you. I'm not saying I don't feel bad for you now, but I'm just saying, like, I've been there, done that, and I try to be nice to you. I try to be cool with you at one point, and you were a fucking bitch. Hopefully I don't need to film another one because I wanted to say everything in this video that I needed to, and I hope I got through everything. But I'll see you guys soon. Like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. I'm sorry that this is your first impression of me. But like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Turn on your post notifications, and I'll see you next time. I take back the whole positivity shit. Here we go, back to being aggressive. Let me pull over. So I'm driving home after filming this video for about an hour, and I get this message from somebody who sends me a screenshot of Cielo's Instagram story that says, when your boyfriend's mom knows his ex is wrong about the situation, that's how you know she's a real one. Like, honestly, Cielo, what is your issue with me? Now I kind of have a problem with you, because why are you still communicating and talking about me? It makes no sense. Like, did I date you? Were we friends? No. And it's funny how my intentions on people are always positive, and I always want to send the best out there. And even ending this video, I said I wish them the best and I have nothing to do with that relationship. And still, people try to throw jabs at me. Even when you try to be a good person, people are still trying to bring you down. And with his family, you guys, Anthony's family, I'm not ever gonna touch on them, because this isn't between me, Anthony's family, and Anthony. This is between me and Anthony and his fucking girlfriend, who can't stop talking about me and is clearly so bothered. You're such a lame ass for that. You're so low. Like, you're so, how do you feel about yourself? I hope you feel good. I hope that made you feel good. I hope whatever Anthony's mom said is making you feel good, and is really bringing your self-esteem up, because clearly you need one, because so many people are showing me, and actually no, I don't even need to be shown it. I actually could just see it point blank period, that you need recognition and you need reminders that you're so much more of what you think you are. So Cielo, I don't have a problem with you. I never did until now. That's all I gotta say. And so I'll see you guys later, and I'll catch you guys up in the next video. Hopefully I don't need to do a part 2.